And hello, my name's Daisy Foss. And how are you? I'm just spraying the area with a little bit of mists of Avalon. Nothing like a good spray to clear away all of the stuff that's happening. And I don't have any view of that on mine here. So I am going to do this live now. Absolutely, I'm new to this, so please be kind. And I'd like to introduce what I do. What do I do? What is Daisy Foss all about? Well, I'm a healer. I do healing. I do all kinds of healing. I'm a motivational healer. I'm a coach. And I'm a magnified healer. It's with Kuan Yin, the goddess Kuan Yin. I work with 7 different angelic realms, and I work with the angels of awakening, the angels of the Elohim. That's the Elohim are the ones most people have heard of. That's Archangel Michael, Raphael, Shamuel, Uriel, or Raphael, Zadkiel, Metatron, Melchizedek. All of the major archangels, of which there are many, are from the Elohim realms. But I work with the Omnipheme. They're from Orion, from the Seraphim, the Cherubim, and the Malachim. So many angels, and when we call them in, they will come. So if you are interested in angels, then let's have an hour together. How cool is that going to be? But I thought the first thing I would do would be to introduce myself, introduce you to me, Daisy Foss. I'm married. I have a daughter and then two boys from Paul and 6 grandchildren. How amazing is that? I know, if I'd have known what it was like to be a grandmother, I would have had more children. I don't know about you. There's such a little joy, all of these little ones. So as we go forward now and get to know each other, it'd be really nice to have a whole hour with you. I'm going to put it into segments. We'll do the first hour letting you know who I am, what it is I do, and what I can do for you. And then we will talk amongst ourselves, and I'll talk to you a little bit about the energies that I work with. A lot of them are Egyptian, and then we will see what happens for the last 20 minutes. I know that time flies when we do this kind of thing. Tempus fugit, absolutely. So I know that's the only bit of Latin I know. Actually, I know another one, nil illegitimae corrobundum, which is a great one to use when you are needing to ignore what's going on and just get on with what it is that you want to do. I won't translate that because it can be quite rude. So, welcome to my studio. You see my angel, angel of awakening. I painted her white and gold. That's my colours, white and gold. And we have crystals, we have candles. I know, I found gold candles. Can't believe it. At Christmas time, I bought as many as they had on the shelf. And of course, I'm running out of them fast. So if you see any more gold candles, do let me know. I'd love to have them. So... And I think I use a lot of candles in my work when I'm working with either healing or meditation or classes. So let's tell you a little bit about myself. First thing I'm going to do is to use some sage, because I think when we talk about ourselves, we want to make sure that the energy around you is clear. So there's no ego. The ego can leave the building. I know, anyone who says they have no ego has the biggest ego. That's true, isn't it? So I use the sage, I use it over the crown and in a figure of 8 to really clear. Let's do it that way. That's the way I like to do it. Clearing all the sacred tools. I've got quite a lot of sacred tools in this room. And we have our sprays and of course the candles and some musical instruments which we probably play with later. So who am I? Who am I? Who am I? That's a question, isn't it? I am Daisy Foss, And Daisy is the flower of life, and that's what I'm going to talk to you about today. And Foss is Greek for light, so it's the flower of the heart and the light that shines within you. And I don't know, have you ever had your Mayan sign translated? Because in the Mayan calendar, I am a blue solar monkey, and the blue solar monkey are amazing. The blue solar monkey, the signature tune, and is the signature for the meditation is that you are very demure, very, very humble, and then the sign of the monkey sticking their tongue out. And the Mayan sign is to transform laughter into sunshine. That's my mission. That's what I do. I transform laughter into sunshine, or sunshine into laughter, whichever way. And so that's what we're going to do. Is going to have some fun. So who am I? Who are you? Do you know who you are? One of the things that I love to do with my clients is to see who they are, to really have a look and see who they are, their true authentic self. How are you feeling about you? Do you know who you are? Because for a really long time I had no idea, not a clue, not a Scooby-Doo did I know of who I was, what I stood for, what my ideas were, what my ideals were, what my mission was, what it was that made me happy. What is it that makes you happy? And when I found myself, that was when I became Daisy Foss. And that was a long time before I married Paul. That's a story in itself. Finding Daisy Foss, being Daisy Foss. So I am a multi-dimensional, energetic, divine energy, spiritual healer. That's a mouthful, isn't it? I just say I'm a motivational healer, and I would love you to have a look at my work. It's on daisyfoss.com, very simple, where I ask the question, fresh as a daisy or fresh as an angel, because I do believe in angels, and I hope you do too, because angels are all around you. They're absolutely all around you, as are the sacred signs, the sacred energies, the sacred symbols, the sacred translations. I'm sitting here in this very, very warm gilet, which is fake leopard skin, and the fake leopard skin was the first thing I wore. I had a full-length fake leopard skin coat with fake boots and real leather trousers and a skimpy white top when I first met Isis in Glastonbury in the year 1999. And as I walked in the door, she went, "Oh my gosh, it's Sekhmet." So I hadn't got a clue who Sekhmet was. I have a little statue here. Sekhmet is the lion-headed goddess, and the Sekhmets, male and female, they live in the Middle Earth, and the Sekhmets were very prevalent in Atlantis, in the culture time of Atlantis. And the Sekhmets and the goddess Sekhmet and the god are the god and goddess of wine and song. And still wants to be seen. There we go. This one is from Egypt. This one came from Cairo, from the market there. Actually, I think it came from Karnak. Yes, it did. It came from Karnak. So Sekhmet is a goddess, and I was when I put on my leopard skin, I do feel like the lion-headed goddess, the goddess of fun, the goddess of wine and song and dance, and of course the goddess of compassion, because the Sekhmet energy is one of absolute compassion and truth. Absolutely, she will fight, and she will be that warrior. She will be that being that will bite your head off if you have wronged her. I haven't bitten anybody's head off for a really long time. I used to be very feisty, but now only if it's an untruth, if it's not real. So this is extremely hot, so I'm going to take it off and be in my gold and white, which is the gold and white colours that translate to the symbols of the angels of awakening. And these angels, again, I met them in Egypt, so we do have an Egyptian theme going on here. So what do? I work with the Egyptian energies, and one of the Egyptian energies I work with is Thoth, the magician, the architect of the universe. I know Queen wrote a song about that, didn't they? Architect of the universe. I shouldn't sing. Paul's just looked at me as if to say, don't sing, please don't sing.
You are going to sing, get the right words.
Paul is my husband, Mr. Paul Foss,
Good afternoon.
the cosmic percussionist. He is absolutely amazing. He's just had his second 70th birthday party. He's more than two. We had an incredible time last week. And he will tell you if I am going off piste, and he'll bring me back to the subject, or if I get the words to a song wrong, he's always the first to tell me.
Currently got a violation warning.
Oh, have I? What's a violation warning? So I'm so new to this, have no idea what a violation warning is.
Well, here you are.
Right. Gosh, this is going to be good fun. What does a violation warning mean?
Those are the people that are joining in.
Cool.
No one's asked the question yet.
Right. Oh, well, if you want to ask a question, then please do. Okay, so what's a violation warning?
I don't know, it just came up.
What have I done that's wrong? Oh, I feel very naughty.
Live restricted for some audiences, your live on Thursday.
Okay, so what were we talking about? Ah, yes.
All right. I don't know, you talked about angels, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
Keep going.
Well, that won't be the first time I've not been able to talk about them. I used to work in a church that wouldn't allow them in.
Do you want to invite Az to join as a guest?
Not at the moment, Az. I'm too new at this, but I'd love to connect with you at a later time. No, I'm far too new to have anybody join at the moment. I just need to.
Farmer joins. He said to say hi. Hi,
yeah.
TJ Farmer.
So Egypt and Thoth, we work with Thoth, the architect of the universe, and of course Thoth was Merlin's teacher. Merlin was called Mahindra before he was called Merlin. Most amazing being who brought divine beings into a healing realm, and that's what I work with the vortex healing. And if you'd like to know more about what I do, go and have a look at my website, daisyfoss.com, and it will tell you the different modalities that we do and what we can do for you, because this is why I'm doing this work, is because I was very stressed. I fell off a cliff in 2001 and started to learn about how I could get back on my feet, how I could heal, and how I could really not end up in a wheelchair, which was where I was heading. That's how I started to do the healing. Was I went to Glastonbury, as I mentioned, met a lady called Isis in one of the healing retreats, and went to Egypt with them. She asked me my name, and my name was different then, and I told her that my name was my nickname, which is Daisy, and that was the name that Paul gave me when I first met him. So I did something and he went, "Oh, whoops a daisy." Shall I tell him what happened or not?
Up to you.
No, I think I'm going to keep that one for later. that one's going to, how I got my name will be a different day. But at the moment, it is who I am, what I am, and I am a healer. I'm an absolute healer. And I have a huge array of clients now over the last 27 years. Anything from a broken nail to a broken heart to a broken bone to a more serious illness that can afflict anybody. We can assist and help on many levels. And it isn't just the body, the healing of the body, it's healing of the mind and the healing of the emotions too. And I think that was one of the really good things that I learnt was it's all connected. Everything is connected. So on the journey of finding out who I am and what I am and what I do is I work with the flower of life. And the flower of life starts off with the seed of life as the seed of life. And the seed of life, you see it everywhere around me. There's the matrix behind me. There's a picture here of the flower of life with the Merkaba, which is your energy body, your light body, your love body, your energy body. Can you see that? And this is a female Merkaba with the bottom triangle pointing outwards, the female tetrahedron, and the male tetrahedron is the one above, pointing upwards. And right in the middle is the daisy, the six-pointed flower with the 6 petals. And so this was the symbol that is all around you, is absolutely everywhere, and it's the creation, it's the map of your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body. And this one here is a great example, and I've used this as a magnifier for crystals, for healing, or for water if I'm drinking something. And this is another one that I have, which again is the big flower of life. It's not just the seed of life, it's all 3 of the spheres. And I put the crystals on them. The crystal ball goes on there. Absolutely brilliant. That's the one that's got a vortex in the middle. So these are the tools, the sacred tools that I use when I'm healing. The people, the kind of things that we heal at the moment is a lot of trauma, a lot of the anxiety and frustrations of what's going on in the world. Because my goodness me, since 2012, up to 2012, that was the time of the 2012, the end of the Mayan calendar, and that was when the life as we knew it came sort of to a conclusion, and everybody thought that at the end of 2012 that was it, enlightenment, everything would be amazing, would be the new earth, it would be the new way, and of course it wasn't. It was the start, because in 2012 that's when I certainly woke up, and when a lot of people in the world woke up. The world woke up. It was Gaia, the planet Earth actually woke up. The consciousness of Gaia. Gaia is the most amazing consciousness. When you go out in nature, when you really know nature, when you connect with nature, you're connecting with the energy of the Earth, and that divine being that woke up out of the slumber, of the unconscious slumber. 7 years after 2012, humanity has woken up, and that of course was 2019. It was the beginning of COVID, and during that time a lot of people have woken up to their true authentic selves, and that's caused a lot of karmic karmic issue with the world, within families. There's so much division, so many separations and arguments and fears and anxieties that have arisen, not just through religions, but through all politics and race and all kinds of different ways. And really, all of that's going on as a separation, and as that is going on, there's also unity. So underneath and above, there is a unity that's been happening, and that's where we're at now. We are absolutely on the verge of everything coming together. And this is the fruit of life. The other one was the flower of life. This is the fruit of life, and this is where everything comes together. You can see clearly the spheres with the energy of the fruit of life. Absolutely, Metatron's cube, all of the circles of Metatron's cube, and the circles of the divine feminine, and the straight lines. When you see Metatron's cube with all the grids, that's the male and the female coming together as one. And that's where we are right at this moment. We are on the brink of this new consciousness. We're going from the 3D into the 5D, so 5 dimensions. 3D is solid, as you can feel it. It's the crystals, it's the solidness, and that's the 3D world. 2D is just flat. 3D is the solidness around us, and 4D is your dream time. 4D is your imagination time, and 5D is rising above that into the first levels of the spiritual realms. 5D, 6D, 7D. 7th dimension is where the angels are. The angels reside on that 7th dimension. And some of them are on the 8th dimension, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. The angels of awakening are from the 13th dimension. They can beam their energy to us. We can't go to them. A bit like the sun. We get all the effects of the sun, but we don't have the ability to go to the sun or to touch the sun. But the sun really is our generator. The sun. Without the sun, there is no life. Without water, there is no life. Sorry, the wire is annoying me. I can see it, so I'm just going to pull it straight. That's it. And that's what my Egyptian teacher Hakim used to say. Hakim used to say, if you know water, Daisy, you know life, and if you don't know water, you don't know life. And he would say that water, it goes through the whole transitions and all the states of being that we go through in our life as well. But water is to heat it, it becomes steam, it becomes vapor. To heat it to the highest, it evaporates. But it never completely goes away, because in that evaporation it will again come back in as rain, as liquid form, and if you freeze it, if you bring cold in, then it starts to be rain, and then it starts to be sleet, and then it starts to be hailstones, and then of course snow, and then of course ice. So it becomes through all of these different transitions, through the heat, through hot and cold. So if you know water, you know the cycles of life. So he was amazing, Hakim. He was the last oral traditional healer of the Commission lineage. So the Commission was the culture in Egypt before the pharaohs, in the land of Kemet, and Kemet, that is the land along the Nile, and of course that's very much in our psyche at the moment, because it's that Middle Eastern energy that's on fire. It's the fire of the year of the fire horse that has come to a head through this separation, through these energies. So that is my teachings are the teachings of the ancient ways, the teachings of the time of the Egyptian wisdoms, the energy of Thoth, the energy of Mahindra, of Merlin, of Melchizedek, and of course Isis, Horus, and Hathor, and Anubis, and all the other Egyptian gods and goddesses. I just love going to Egypt. We got married in Egypt, didn't we, Paul? That was our first wedding.
Yes.
We actually had 3 weddings. I know we do everything in threes. It was amazing. It was a wedding at the Temple of Philae, Isis's Temple of Love, in Aswan. So that was our wedding on our sacred journey, and it was absolutely phenomenal. It was just divinely unfolded after going up the mountain, Mount Sinai, the year before. Yes, it was the year before. When we came down from the mountain, Paul proposed, or did you propose on the plane? I think you proposed on the plane.
We went to the pub.
We did.
I made you a ring on the plane.
You did make me a ring on the plane. You proposed on the plane.
People were saying to me, when are you going to ask her? When are you going to ask her?
My friend Artemis, the goddess Artemis, she was an art teacher from New York, and she named herself Artemis. She literally made him go away. Go away! You've been horrible to her. You're not. You haven't asked her to marry you, and you should have done by now. Been together 7 years.
Why don't you marry her?
So he came back with it was a cheese wrapper, the gold cheese wrapper he made into a ring.
Right.
And
eating cheese again.
And he placed that cheese wrapper ring on my finger, and yeah, it was great fun. And the whole plane made a congratulations.
Just congratulated.
Oh, thank you very much, Gabriel. Oh, brilliant.
Twice.
That's an angel name, isn't it? How wonderful.
I'm
fantastic. It's really good to have an archangel as your number 1 or number 2 fan. Thank you so much. Because Gabriel is the archangel of communication. Archangel Gabriel is the archangel of song and dance and serenity and joy. He's white, big, beautiful, big white, brilliant white, diamond white light from the Archangel Gabriel, and his element is water. So again, the flow of water, the flow of life flows through. So it's always good to have an archangel helping you either in the physical or the emotional, mental or spiritual. And so and of course, when I went to Egypt first, we didn't have a clue about the angels. Or the flower of life. It was seeing it in the temples, and Isis would talk to us about them all the time. We would invoke them. We would invite them in before we did any kind of ritual or ceremony. So that's my background. That's Daisy Foss, an Egyptian priestess of old, ancient energy. And it took a while to really step into that, to actually believe that the healing that was coming through me was real. It wasn't just the ego. It wasn't just the wishful thinking. It really was helping myself and helping other people too. 7 years after I started the Vortex Healing classes and Reiki. I did 5 Reiki masterships, would you believe? And if you are a Reiki master, if you've done any of the energetic healing modalities, do drop me a line, ask me a question. I'd love to have a question about the divine energy healing. It's amazing how much you pick up when you live in Glastonbury for 15 years, because that's where we opened our healing retreat nearly 7 years after we met, and 2006. Right in the heart of Glastonbury. It was called the Daisy Centre, and it was fantastic. We had 7 bedrooms, and that's one for each of the archangels. And the time that we were there was quite phenomenal. But being in service for 14 years is quite hard going. And we met some incredible people, absolutely amazing. We went on some fantastic journeys as well. We went all the way out to Italy, to the Damanhur, which is it's a 21st century community that has been built from knowledge coming back from the 26th century. The people that started it, Falco, he was a being that time travelled and came back to the 21st century to save the planet, and my belief is that he did actually do that. If you go to Damanhur, it is a city of light. Damanhur in Egypt is known as the city of light, and the Damanhur in Italy is a temple that's been built in the mountainside. They have their own currency. They have their own way of living. They all live in what are they called? They were they weren't condominiums. What was the
houses?
Yeah, what were the houses called? They had a special name. Can't remember.
Something else.
Paul has this theory that in Italy, all you have to say to get
Put EO on everywhere.
EO on the end of it. So if you want to say, "Where is my bicycle?" you ask them, and they go, "Don't know what you mean, non comprende." And then you say, "Where is my bicyclio?" And they go, "Ah, bicyclio."
Understandio, over there, Parky by the wallio.
So Damanhur is amazing. The art, the stained glass, the mosaics. They literally dug it by hand in 7 layers down. They've got the Hall of Spheres. It's an incredible living temple, and they have lots of secret entrances and exits, like they do in the temples of the original temples in the temples in Egypt, of which we've been to many of them. Karnak is one of my favourite, and the Ascension Temple in Luxor, and
The Italians call it Carnacchio.
And where else? Memphis, Temple of Memphis in Memphis. The Saqqara. Oh, Saqqara's actually, we spent the 11/11/11 there in 2011. On the 11th of November 2011, we went to Karnak, and we went with a group of people, and we went to Saqqara. We went to Abu Sir on the 11th of the 11th. We were due to go to the Great Pyramid, but the Great Pyramid was shut by the government of the time, who was afraid that something was going to happen to the tourists. So they locked everybody in the hotel except us, because we managed to hire a coach, and we took 2 other groups with us. And it was wonderful. This coach was absolutely bright, brilliant, diamond white light and then when you went inside, opened the doors, inside was all lilac, which of course at the time was Hathor, was Kuan Yin, and Mary Magdalene's colours of transformation. And we 33 of us left the Mina House Hotel and went to Abu Sir and Saqqara, and did the most amazing work for the 1111. It was just phenomenal. At one point there was a complete spiral, a vortex on the plateau, and everybody who was there, all of the archaeologists, the other tourists, the card sellers, the guys on the camels and the donkeys, they all joined in. There was the guards with their guns, and they were all joining in. It was quite amazing, wasn't it? Nucleos, that's the name of the houses in Damanhur. The nucleos are amazing. There's a nucleo for working on the land, so everybody there are farmers. There's a nucleo for the artists. Everybody there makes the mosaics, or the stained glass, or the paintings, or the pottery. There's a nucleo for schools, for teaching the children. There's a nucleo in the trees. They have you live within the trees and they talk to the plants. It's quite incredible. And the nucleos, the optimum amount of people that live in them is up to 22. It's between 18 and 22. Over 22, and the nucleos fall apart. It becomes divided. So
then they're called nuke. the EO goes back
on. Paul and I went there over a couple of years and completed one of their Olamis, one of their university courses, and that was just fascinating, absolutely amazing. The esoterics and the past life regression workshops, that was just phenomenal. And again, if you come and have a healing with me, we can go through all of your past lives. It is a wonderful way to start to find out who you really are, who you truly are. What is it that makes you tick? What is it that helps you to really be yourself, be who you were meant to be? What's your purpose? What is it you want in life? What is it that you would like to achieve? That's what we do with the angels and the ascended masters. I talk to you. They come through. I had lunch today. Oh, it was so good. I had lunch. I had a client this morning, and then she and I had lunch with her sister-in-law, and I was telling them that I was going to be doing this, and they kept asking me all these questions, and halfway through Liga said, "I don't believe it, Daisy. I just asked you a question, press button A, and all this information comes out." It was very, very funny. Her husband had said to her, "I don't believe in ghosts," and he was adamant that he just did not believe in ghosts. And I laughed, and the other lady, Lindsay, said, "Why are you laughing?" And I said, "Well, I believe him. I believe that he doesn't believe in ghosts, because there's many types of ghosts, and a lot of the time when you think it's a ghost, it's actually a stuck karmic energy that has imprinted into that place. So it's a trauma that has imprinted. So the body and the soul has gone. They've just left the karmic energy behind." So he's right. There are no such thing as ghosts, but of course there are such things as poltergeists. That's energy, that's kinetic energy, that has got stuck and hasn't been able to go back to source. And they were asking me, "Well, what do you do if you have an energy in your house that you feel uncomfortable with?" And I said, "Well, you would ask that energy to go to the light." And that's something that, again, people come to me for healing, and they have been dragging around these energies and entities, and we send them to the light. We just literally ask them to turn around, go to the light, and they are free of that energy. I make it sound so simple, don't I? It can take a little more than just one session, but it is simple. It isn't easy, and you have to know what you're doing. And my training and the experiences in Egypt, because goodness me, if you're going to walk into a temple room and find something that's thousands of years old that's stuck in a corner, and how do you deal with that? You learn how to deal with it, you learn how to protect yourself, and you learn how to protect and help other people as well. And that's one of the things that I just love doing. So fantastic, my gold heart, and to go the other way, and is the new colours of the rose gold, because as we go from the third dimension, that brash gold, we go into the rose gold light. Isn't that fantastic? Ronnie and Juno, my grandchildren, from my daughter, gave me that when Juno was 2. I know, she's 12 now, so that's how long ago that was. It's very comfortable, but I need to move a bit. So, have you enjoyed meeting me? I hope I have explained a little bit about who I am and what I do. Daisy Foss, motivational healer. I live in London and I live in Folkestone. We have a little cottage by the sea, which is where my daughter and 3 of the grandchildren are. And I have a healing clinic in Barnes, and I go to a clinic in Chiswick. But I can go anywhere. You invite me, I'll go. 4 to 5 people, and we can make a day of it. I work online, or on on the telephone. Some people WhatsApp me, they prefer just to talk. And some people prefer absentia, they prefer just to know that I'm sending them healing at a specific time, say 7 o'clock on a Wednesday evening, and I sit here in this healing room and send them healing. We don't talk, they just receive the energy that they are asking for. So that's online, in person, absentia, by phone. I've even given healings by email before now, when people don't want to even engage, they just want to ask questions, and we ask them, we answer them. But when I say we, that's Merlin and the angels. Merlin is the divine avatar of healing, the divine magician. There's been quite a few Merlins. The one that most people know was Merlin number 6, who was working with King Arthur, and his teacher, Gaius, is one of the energies that works through my crystal, my aquamarine. I've called the aquamarine Gaius because this one is the most wonderful male. It's an aquamarine, and they're always formed in the hexagon shape. Again, you can recognise that as the flower of life. Isn't that phenomenal? This one has muscovite on it. The muscovite is connecting, earthing, and bringing that aquamarine. And the other one I work with is the one with the silica on, the gold. This one's a female, and again you can just see the hexagon shape there and the straight sides. But these aquamarines are just phenomenal. They are they're healing on every level, and they are really working through the energies. So we've got mother, father, and then the divine child, this little one, and you can just again see the hexagon shape, the straight sides, with this one's also got silica on the top. And this one's the smallest, but by goodness me, absolutely packs a punch, that little one. And I bought that one in Glastonbury. In fact, I bought the last Gaius and Marina in Glastonbury, and they do a huge amount of healing for the planet as well as for people. So if you do come to see me, you will meet those healing crystals, and I have people who sometimes just ring me, Helen, I'm just going to name check you, who just rings and says, can I speak to Marina, please? She's not even interested in talking to me. She goes straight to the crystal. So I'm just going to ask Paul, are there any questions that people are asking, or is it?
Well, you've got 15% left on your battery.
Oh.
Now, Johnny Plaisel says, I see why Gabriel added you to the team. Such a lovely lady.
Oh, thank you so much.
And there's lots of people that want to co-host.
Okay, well, when I've done this a bit more, I might do that, but not at the moment. This is a very new experience for me.
There are a couple of questions which I can't repeat.
Okay.
But we'll talk about those later. Make impact happen. Love the relaxed setting.
Great, wonderful.
And Johnny Plaiswell says, "Welcome to Make Impact Happen."
Brilliant. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Thank you, Johnny.
Thank you, Johnny.
Keep sending them.
Yes, absolutely. And any questions that you have, we can talk and answer them. I've got about another 15 minutes left, I think. Yeah, what else do I?
So I'm going to plug you into the mains.
Okay,
so,
well,
that takes your microphone out.
Oh, does it?
Yeah,
oh no. How much percentage is there?
Not a lot.
Am I down to 5%?
Probably. Can't see from here.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we can do without the microphone to make sure that we.
Could do.
Yeah. Fabulous. Well,
you keep talking.
I'll keep talking. I'm good at that, apparently.
Yeah, she's very good at that.
One of the products I used to sell on QVC was a rubber glove with fur on one side and a scourer on the other glove, and I could talk for nearly an hour on the rubber gloves and what they could do, yeah, it was great. Scrubbies they were called. And dusties. There were scrubbies and dusties. What else did we have? We had some incredible other products. There was what was the one that you came on and it was
like an exercise bike.
It was an exerciser, wasn't it? It broke. It was plastic and it broke. I literally had to step out of it and go, oh, it comes apart to clean.
That wasn't that.
No, that was the.
That was the sticky round red.
Ah, that's right. Can't remember what that was called either. So, what else about me? What else have I done? Loads of things. Well, we've had some angel conferences whilst we've been in Glastonbury. Do you know, I do miss it. It's been 3 years since we sold up. It's an ashram now. So the angels were there for 14 years, and when the angels moved out, God moved in. How wonderful is that? It's a Hare Krishna.
Buddha moved in, not God.
Well, Buddha. It was Hare Krishna.
Right, I'll take the microphone out now.
Okay, so we'll see what the difference is.
Just ask if somebody could text to say, can they still hear you?
Can you still hear me? I really would like to know.
Johnny Maisel, can you still hear her? Gabriel, can you still hear her?
Can you still hear me? There we go, at least we're plugged in a bit better now. I'll have to check that next time, make sure. Oops, okay, that's a bit all gone heat on now. Right, there we are.
Can you still hear her?
Yes, I'm sure. I should keep talking and then definitely we'll find out. So, it doesn't matter, Paul. Of course you can hear. It should pick it up. And if not, then I'll do some sign language. Hi. This one's completely frozen, so has it frozen?
No.
No, oh, good, fine, lovely. So, just to recap, I am a vortex healer with 27 years worth of experience, and I'm here for spiritual coaching, divine energy healing, and just a wise old head on my shoulder. Old head on my shoulder. There we go. Thank you, Paul. That's so good. We can hear it in triplicate.
Duplicate.
Duplicate or triplicate. Absolutely. So What else? Oh, I don't want to keep doing all the ums and the so's. What else is there about? When was the last time we went to Egypt? It was 2013, wasn't it? 2014.
Yeah.
2016. We went by ourselves. It was bliss because we used to go with groups. When we went with ISIS, there was up to 40 people within the groups, and they were good. We went every year, 3 to 4 times a year, to the temples, to the sacred sites, and different parts of Egypt. And then in 2005, Paul and I started to take our own groups, and we took up to 24 people. I didn't really want to do more than 24 because it just got too unruly. It was really such a transformational experience, we did the last one in 2011, 2012, yeah, I'd love to go now. Apparently it's very different, and obviously what's going on in the world is making a big difference. Are you coming in to say hi?
No.
Oh, okay.
Technical.
I'm so grateful that Paul is here to actually help this time. It was a little bit hectic when I tried to do it on my own, on a test. So what else is there that we do? Paul plays the harmony. He plays some incredible instruments. Here's a mini con drum. This one's mine, and this is a con drum from China. We went to China to take part in a spiritual healing conference in a hotel, and Paul played along with the Alchemists of Sound, and we went to the Buddhist temples. There was just one Buddhist temple we went to. I went to it many times, and I bought a kuan yin from there, beautiful Chinese kuan yin, and we bought a few of these Kong drums. Isn't it lovely? You should hear how Paul plays. It's very different to how I play it, but it is. The sounds of the heart, the sounds of this is the tuning for this one is a heart tune. Absolutely beautiful, and of course it's got the flower of life in the centre of it, just there. Can you see? I do love the flower of life symbol. It energises me. It realigns me, and you'll see it everywhere. You'll see daisies everywhere. Now I've mentioned that the daisy, the 6-petal daisy symbol, because that's what the symbol of it is absolutely everywhere. It is. We follow the daisies. When we went to Cyprus, we knew that if there were daisy bushes, yellow ones, that we were to follow the daisies and continue along like the yellow brick road, and if there were white daisies, we were to stay there. So on one particular time we went to Limassol, and we ended up actually in Israel, because we got on a 3-day cruise to go from Cyprus to Haifa to Israel. We went to Jerusalem, and we went to Bethlehem, and to a diamond factory. And we discovered that it was a diamond factory that had actually underpinned the whole journey. But it was phenomenal, because we didn't plan to go to Egypt or Israel. We were there on one of the very sacred days, and standing by the Wailing Wall on that particular day, in the female part of it, because there's a male wall and a female part of the wall that you can stand at, and I put my hands on it, and I was stuck. I was literally stuck on that space, and time just went out of the window. I was completely transfixed, and it was almost as if I had melted into and melted into the wall. And in the wall, there's every crack has got a little note of paper rolled up and pushed in there. It took the lady from the coach to take us back to the boat to come and get me. And I'd been standing there for 25 minutes, half an hour, without knowing that the 5 minutes that we were allocated had been used up. And when we went to Bethlehem, I walked into Bethlehem, and there was this most incredible scene. There was about 12 ladies in pink, and they had a baby, and they were Dutch priestesses from a healing group who had taken a baby to be blessed in Bethlehem, where the star of Jesus was. Just incredible. Now, when just burst into tears. It was so beautiful. So that was following the daisies, the yellow daisies or the white daisies, and that we would never have planned to go to Israel for just 3 days, but that's exactly what happened. And then when we came out of the from that 3-day trip, we still followed the daisies, and it took us to the Aphrodite's temple, which was a ruin, or Aphrodite's ruin, and that was such a blessing. Oh, it was amazing. And we went from there, again following the yellow daisy bushes, to a hotel. We stopped at the hotel, and the hotel was closed, but the pool was empty, was open, so we went for a swim in the pool. We were there all afternoon, and somebody came back in about 7 o'clock at night, and said that it was one of their, because it was one of the holidays, that's why there was no one in the hotel. They'd all taken the time out, but they were delighted that we'd been able to be. It was amazing. It was like a serenity pool, literally looking out to the sea in Cyprus. It was just, well, it was a beautiful holiday, wasn't it, Paul? It was one of the early ones that we had. So follow the daisies, the white daisies or the yellow daisies or the gold daisies. And that's how people know when to call me. They say, I was wondering what to do, and I kept seeing all these daisies everywhere, and I'll ring Daisy. So please do give me a call, and all my details are on my website, daisyfoss.com, on all the socials, and I look forward to seeing you again on here very soon. I think probably, have we done an hour now?
Done 1 hour and 2 minutes.
Oh, okay, so we're going to keep going for a little while longer. Gosh, that was well done, thank you.
Yes, that wasn't boring.
So what else? What have I missed about me? It's all about me. Today's all about me. Next time, I promise you, I won't be talking about me. We'll be talking about something completely different.
What, you?
No, not me. What else should we talk about in this last few minutes? The vortex, how the vortex really works. This is a vortex. Somebody gave me this as a gift, and the vortex is how the energy spirals. It spirals through, spirals down, spirals in. What's happened?
We have detected inactivity during your current live. Complete the verification to continue your current live.
Why is it inactivity?
Well, no, it's still working on the laptop. I don't know. Drag the puzzle piece into place.
Okay, another technical hitch. And we'll keep going. I haven't stopped talking. So I'm going to actually complete this hour with burning of
The AI summary says a spiritual coach shares travel stories and the flower of life. Ask
Yes.
about healing.
Wonderful.
That's what AI says.
Thank you. Lovely. Of course, it's AI is angel intelligence. That's what when you look upon it in a positive light and embrace the higher frequency of this artificial intelligence, it becomes angel intelligence. So and we're clearing and cleansing any negativity, any blockages, any misdemeanors that or anything that is stopping this from being a very successful venture. I'm really happy to be part of Impact
Come on, what's it called?
Happens.
Make impact happen.
Make impact happen.
Mm. Not very good at reading, are you?
I'm not very good at reading.
No.
Not very good. I'm brilliant at reading.
And you're a little bit deaf, aren't you?
I'm not deaf at all.
No.
You're the musician.
Mm.
You used to be in a rock and roll band, and I used to be in the audience.
Mm.
So, wow, I've really enjoyed this. I've really loved it. So we're going to be doing another one very soon, and the big one will be for Good Friday. We'll see how we get on with talking about Good Friday and all of the energies around the it's a resurrection, isn't it, for the Monday, and the energies of Ostara. You call it Easter, I call it Ostara. So fantastic. Is the technical hitch over now? Are we back on track?
Yeah, you're 1
Okay.
1 hour and 6 minutes.
Okay, so we'll just go to the next few minutes, and then I'm sure that will be a completion for my inaugural hour, my first hour live, which I've thoroughly enjoyed doing. So I don't know what happens to it next. I'm sure we'll find out, and we'll go and I enjoyed doing this. I have to say, let's do this again. And we'll see what we have in store for the next time I am live. So thank you from my heart to yours. Beautiful, beautiful evening, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Mwah. Namaste. DaisyFoss.com. Don't forget, just give us a call.
No idea how you turn it off.
I have no idea how you turn it off. Long press, he said. Just go on to it, and it should. If you put, yeah.
No.
No. So swipe it upwards. No. There is an exit button there. There is a way.
There you go.
Huh?
You're live again. How did you stop it the other day?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's one of these on the bottom.
Hmm?
It's one of those.